Should you be paying for your service provider's education inside the salon and spa? Well, stick around because my answer might just surprise you. Hey, it's Jason Everett from HighPerformanceSalon.com, where we help you to create the business that you've always dreamt of for your salon, spa, or barbershop. So this question comes up a lot. In fact, I was just at a dinner and people were asking me, they're like, Jason, should I be paying out of pocket for my staff to go to education? Because you've probably heard this before, is that, the danger is you pay for their education and then they leave you, right? What if I pay for them and then they leave? Or the other danger is, well, what if I don't pay and they stay forever and I have uneducated people that work for me? So should I pay or should I not pay? And I think there's something really important for you to know here, is that most salon owners probably give way too much of themselves to their salon, to their staff, and they actually sacrifice a lot to make things happen. Now, that's amazing because you have such big hearts. You like to give so many times, and as salon owners, right, you wanna give everything to your people, but sometimes you give so much that you actually create additional problems, and you create something called criminal exchange. Now, it doesn't mean you're gonna get locked up and behind bars, but what it means is you give too much and people get used to asking you for freebies and asking you for handouts. So here's a way that I think would be a good guide to make sure that you stay in some sort of balance, some sort of exchange with your staff, so they're not just constantly coming to you and asking for more and more and more and more. I've got little kids, there's a book called If You Ask a Mouse for a Cookie, He's Gonna Ask for Some Milk. It's the same concept, is that you don't wanna just give something because they'll keep asking and asking and asking. Here's what I recommend that you do instead. What I recommend you do is that you split the costs with them, and you create an actual policy where you discuss it and say either one way could be, if you want to pick up half the cost, we will pick up half the cost. And you want to make a general blanket kind of statement to your entire staff about that and say, hey, we will split 50% of your education with you on anything you want to educate. That would be one way to do it. The other way to do it would be to say, hey, you can earn your way towards education. Let's say you hit this milestone or you hit this marker, then once that's accomplished, we will then give you this training that you've been thinking about. Now, this goes back to the very beginning, which is what are all of the arrangements and the actual conversations that you have with them? Because if the expectation is set up in the beginning that, hey, it's free education, you can't just go back and change it. You'll have to make adjustments and talk about why you're gonna make those adjustments. So answer number one, you could split it with them 50-50. Answer number two would be they could earn their way to it, and then they can actually earn it and get it that way. And then number three, you can just pay for it at 100%, but at the very least, if you're gonna pay for it and you're already in that trap, right? What you wanna do is make sure they come back and teach the rest of your staff. Maybe they teach a class, maybe they can bring that up, maybe they can document it and put it in a document resource library for your salon, or maybe even record a video. They can train everything they learned on to not only your existing staff, but also your future staff, and that way there's some balance. You get back in exchange. Instead of it being criminal, where there's taking something and giving nothing in return, they have gotten something and they have given something at the same time. So I hope that helps. I know it gives you a couple of different answers, and there is no one perfect answer. Every salon is different. And if you want help, do me a favor, shoot me a message and ask me the question. Say, hey Jason, here's where I'm stuck. I wanna know how I can fix it. I'd be happy to help you. And if you like this video, do me a favor, click the like button, comment below if you thought it was helpful, and subscribe to our content on Facebook, YouTube, or any of the other social medias that you found us on. Until then, have a great day.